With Doubtnut, get instant video solutions to all your maths, physics, chemistry, and biology doubts. Just click the image of the question, crop the question, and get instant video solution. Download Doubtnut app today.
Hello everyone, let us start with our question. In this question, what is given that there is a ball of mass m and density rho by 2, which is completely immersed in a liquid of density rho, which is contained in an accelerating vessel as shown in the figure. We need to select the correct answer. Now, in the first figure, it is given that this is a container and it is moving with an acceleration A equals to G. So this is given, we are just writing it correctly, A equals to G. Okay, we are just writing it bigger. Now, if we consider our P part, so we just draw our system P for the system P. So let's say this is our block. So it would be having a acceleration due to gravity in the downward direction. Now, since it is moving in the forward direction, so with an acceleration A, so there would be a pseudo force which would be acting in the backward direction like this. And this value is equals to G. This value is also equals to G. And it would be basically these values are equal at 90 degrees. So effective G would be equals to root 2 times of G. Okay. Now what would be the bind force? Bind force would be equals to density of the liquid, which is rho, into the volume submerged, which would be V multiplied by effective G. It is written as rho into V into G. So it would be root 2 into G. So in the bind force, we just write the expression. This is the density of liquid submerged volume multiplied by effective G. So effective G we have calculated. Now it is given that density, the mass is m and density of the ball is rho by 2. We know that mass equals to density, which is rho by 2 into volume. Now the volume we have taken as to be capital V. So we can say that from this expression, our rho V would turn out to be 2 times of m. Now into this expression, if you put the value of rho V, so we can say that it would be 2 into root 2 mg. That means P would correspond to 1. It is 2 root 2 mg. That means P would correspond to 1. So we can say that either this option would be correct option or this option would be correct. So this and this are incorrect option. Now if we consider for the second part, now for the Q, similarly we can do. So what would be the net acceleration? So G would be in the downward direction. Now it is moving upward, so pseudo force would also be acting in the downward direction. So the net acceleration, it is also given as to be A equals to G. So it would be net acceleration would be added. So G effective would be equals to 2 times of G. This would be the case. So but here what we need to find, if we need to check, because this option is already be consumed. Now the bind force is absent. No, bind force won't be absent. Why? Because there is a value of effective G. So bind force would not be absent. So the liquid falls with respect to the liquid particle will fall with respect to the vessel. So clearly the net acceleration is toward the downward direction. That means liquid would be falling in the downward direction. So for Q it would be 3. So for Q we say that it would be 3. So if we see for Q it would be 3, that means this is also wrong. So the correct option would be just our A option. Now we just check into this option as well. So for this option, it is given as to be, it is moving downward with an acceleration A. So the downward acceleration is G due to center, this acceleration due to gravity. And there would be a pseudo force which would be acting due to this acceleration, which would be equals to G. Why? Because acceleration is G. Now what is the net acceleration? G effective? G effective value would be equals to G minus G. So we can say that net, this G effective is 0. So we can say that bind force would be 0. So the bind force would be absent. So for Q, it would correspond to 2. Now clearly we have seen that, for R, it corresponds to 2. So we have already seen that. Now we are left with S. Now in the S part, what will be happen? So there would be a this acceleration due to gravity, which would be acting downward. Okay. Now since this container would be moving in this direction, or we can say that it would be accelerating in this direction. So there would be a pseudo force which would be acting in this direction. Okay. So due to this, now the container would be moving downward. So the this ball would be rising with respect to the vessel. Okay, it would be rising with respect to the vessel. So because the net acceleration would be something in this direction, ball would be, this vessel would be falling, but with respect to the vessel, our this ball would be rising. So we can say that for S, our option would be 4 option. So even though if we have just clearly matched our P and Q, then also we can arrive at the correct option, which is A. Hope you understood the solution. Thank you.
For class 6 to 12, IIT JEE and NEET level. Trusted by more than 5 crore students. Download Doubtnut app today.